All right, let's get right into it. Have you ever been there, just scrolling and scrolling, and you don't even know why you picked up your phone in the first place? Well, today we're going to unpack the actual science behind why that little device has such an insane grip on us.
Just let that sink in for a second. This isn't about having a lack of willpower or just being a bad habit. The idea here is that checking your phone has become something much deeper, something that feels as automatic as pulling your hand away from a hot stove. You know the scene, it's 2 in the morning, the lights are off, you know you need to sleep, but your thumb has a mind of its own. It's just moving, swiping, tapping. It feels completely involuntary, doesn't it? Like you're not even in control. And here's where it gets really interesting. We tell ourselves, oh, I'm just bored. But what if it's not boredom at all? What if what we're really running from is quiet? That total mental stillness that happens when there's nothing to distract us. So why? Why are we so terrified of that quiet? This isn't just a feeling, you know? There's a real neurological reason that being alone with nothing but our own thoughts can feel, well, kind of threatening. It all comes down to this idea of a cognitive threat. It's basically an ancient safety feature built into our brains. For our ancestors, total silence wasn't peaceful. It was a red alert. It meant a predator could be sneaking up. And you can see how that fear has evolved. Back then, silence might mean a saber-toothed tiger was in the bushes. Today, that ancient programming is still running, but the predator has changed. Now, the thing lurking in the quiet is our own thoughts. The anxieties, the to-do lists, the stuff we'd rather not deal with. So what do we do when that silence gets too loud? We reach for a phone. It's our escape hatch. It's this perfect tool for what's being called neurological avoidance. We're not looking for information. We're looking for an escape from that internal static. And this quote just puts it so perfectly, doesn't it? The whole act isn't really about connecting with anything out there. It's about disconnecting from what's in here. You're literally using the phone to get away from yourself. Okay, but it gets even trickier. It's not just about distraction. Our brains are being fooled into thinking that all this digital noise is actually productive. And this productivity illusion is one of the most powerful traps of all. Here's how it works. A notification pops up, a like, an email, whatever. Your brain, which is wired to seek accomplishment, goes, aha, task complete. And boom, you get a tiny little hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical, and that just makes you want to do it all over again. It starts small. You get a new like on a photo. Ping! That little hit feels good. It's the beginning of the loop. Then, a work email comes in. You fire off a quick reply. Your brain goes, check, I'm being productive, I'm getting things done. And there it is again, another little reward. And before you know it, your brain is just chasing that next hit. Just one more article, one more video, one more scroll. It's an endless cycle, promising a satisfaction that never really arrives. This image is just perfect, because that's what it feels like, right? You're so busy, you're constantly moving, clicking, swiping. Your brain thinks you're accomplishing so much, but when you finally look up, you realize you haven't actually gone anywhere at all. So what's the real cost of living on this digital wheel? What are we actually losing? Well, the price for all these constant tiny distractions is something huge. Our ability to actually think deeply. I mean, the decline is just staggering. We are fundamentally retraining our brains to crave shallow, bite-sized rewards. And in doing so, we're chipping away at our ability to sustain focus, to think hard about complex problems, to be creative. Seriously, think about this. The source suggests that many of us literally cannot sit with a single, complex thought for more than 10 minutes without feeling that itch, that overpowering urge to switch tasks, check our phone, and get another one of those tiny dopamine hits. And this is why it's so much bigger than just our own productivity. It's about all of us. Because when an entire society starts to lose its ability to focus, how in the world are we supposed to solve the huge, messy, real problems we're all facing?
So, to bring this all home, let's try a little thought experiment. This is where we turn the lens around and make this really personal. And I want you to be really honest with yourself here. When you reach for your phone, is it a conscious decision? Are you doing it for a specific reason? Or is it just a reflex, an automatic twitch you don't even think about anymore?
And this might be the most uncomfortable question of all. Is all this frantic scrolling really about what's on the screen? Or is it about avoiding what happens when that screen goes black, and all you're left with is yourself? So let's put it to the test. Drop a comment and be honest.
How many times today did you pull out your phone for absolutely no reason, just out of sheer reflex? Just seeing the number might be the wake-up call you need. It's a pretty intense thought to end on, I know, but the idea that this isn't just some passive habit that's happening to us. It's an active choice to look away, and maybe, just maybe, it's time to start looking up.